So Mock the Week, back for a new series in an hour, but it's school season first on BBC Two. Boys will be boys, and they learn better that way, according to Gareth Malone.
In the summer term of 2010, one primary school is trying an unusual experiment.
We have a new teacher in the school.
Carnage rules!
They want to answer a question that stumps schools across the country. How to raise the achievement of boys, who, though just as able, lag behind girls in literacy.
School's meant to be fun. It ain't.
For 2 months, this school's boys will be taught by an educational novice.
How do you feel when you see a word you don't know?
Sad and I feel like I'm daft.
Choir master Gareth Malone thinks that getting boys excited about learning
Listen to that!
is the key to improving the skills they'll need for life. Speaking,
One banana.
reading,
Is there no book that could replace the Xbox?
and writing.
You are the only 3 people in the entire group who've given me this.
Gareth has to raise their reading age by 6 months.
If they don't improve, I will have egg on my face.
He's got just 8 weeks to do it.
It's a devil's own job.
I'm going to insist that you do it.
I'm not doing it.
It's incredibly frustrating. I mean, you just think... 1,
2, 3. Boys.
This is Pear Tree Mead, a primary school in Harlow, Essex. It's a popular school, but it's struggling with a problem which affects most primary schools in Britain. The puzzling gap in literacy between girls and boys. Head teacher Chris Thurgood has been trying to find an answer since she took over 18 months ago.
Bonjour tout le monde. I always look forward to this day and this assembly. There are a lot of boys in the school who haven't made the progress that we would expect, and they certainly haven't made the same sort of progress as the girls, particularly in reading and writing. I want them to achieve what they are capable of achieving, because they deserve it. They really deserve it.
Though boys are just as able as girls, throughout Britain, from the age of 7, they trail behind girls on practically every measure of speaking, reading and writing.
Girls do better because they just knuckle down more than boys do. And that's all boys really do, they just mess about.
I think girls are more capable of doing things that are like to do with intelligence and stuff. When you've got boys that probably aren't as intelligent, but they're capable of doing different things, like sports, like...
You're going to be adapting a fairy tale into modern day.
Here, it's the attitude of many boys to reading and writing that most frustrates teachers.
A lot of my children are very confident, very confident. They've got big personalities and everything like that, but the second it comes to literacy, there's no confidence at all. I get quite frustrated because I know they can do it, and obviously they're not showing it to me.
You're telling me to do it. And sometimes the response is almost, well, yeah, well, I probably could do it, but, you know, am I bothered? Am I wanting to do it?
I hate literacy, I can't stand literacy, I would rather die than do literacy.
Miss says, like, we're doing literacy, I get sort of a scream in my head.
Searching for answers, the school's head teacher has taken an unusual step. She's asked for help from a choir master.
I'm not a teacher and I'm not an educationalist, but I spent time as a learning assistant in a classroom. I spent time doing projects, music projects, drama projects in schools, and I've seen up close what it's like for boys in education in our country.
Oh, hi, it's Gareth Malone to see Chris Thurgood. Thanks.
I have a feeling, I hope I'm right, I feel that a lot of boys are quite simply bored of school, and I don't think it should be like that. I think there is a better way of doing things, a way that is more exciting and more dynamic, and I think we owe it to boys to try and sort that out.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Gareth's mission is simple. Raise boys' achievement by any means necessary.
How much free rein do I have exactly?
Well, I'm very much a yes person.
Great.
But obviously, anything you do, I will need to see the value in it. I will be having to account for your presence here and the impact that you're going to have. Boys do like a little bit of rough
They're
play.
running around.
The head teacher has asked Gareth to teach all 39 boys from the top 2 years with backup from teachers. For his 3 days a week at the school, she'll free him from the usual constraints. The rest of the time, they'll follow the national curriculum. But she's given him just 2 months, once exams are over at the end of the summer term, to make a difference. Gareth's come up with a plan.
I've spoken to as many educational experts as I possibly can. What it seems to boil down to is 3 things. You've got to make the work feel like play. You've got to have a real sense of competition that's innate in every boy. And you've got to have a real sense of risk. And if the theory goes is if you do all of those things, the boys should start to learn.
Pear Tree Mead, like the majority of primary schools, is almost entirely staffed by women. Gareth will be only the second male teacher in the whole school.
We have a new teacher in the school, Mr. Malone. He's going to be teaching year 5 and 6 boys. I'm going to ask year 5 and 6 boys to stand. Just line up at this door here and Mr. Malone will take you out.
I'm going to take them for a jog because they were all starting to go. So, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. That's a very cheery sound. So, I've got one piece of really, really good news for you. We are not going to be learning inside. We are going to be learning outside. Let's go, follow me.
The boys normally do 2 hours of PE a week. Now, under Gareth's regime, they'll be doing physical exercise every day, preferably before lessons.
Before we do anything else, we're going to go for a jog. See that tree over there? We're going to run to that, and then we're going to come straight back here. Go. Who's out of breath? Me. Excellent, well done. We are out here because, gentlemen, boys in this school are not doing as well as the girls. Who feels a bit down about that? Yeah, right, me too, I feel very down about it. Who thinks that it ought to be like that? Who thinks that girls should be doing better than boys? No. Really? One hand, okay. Interesting. I want to make you a deal. And the deal is this. We're going to change school. I will make it as fun, as exciting, sometimes as dangerous as I possibly can. I'm in. We're going to take risks.
I'm in.
But, you haven't heard your half of the deal. You have to work as hard as you possibly can. If you prove to me that you can be trusted, that you can be responsible, that you can be grown up, and really do things properly, then I will try to think of even more exciting and fun things for you to do.
Gareth's got 8 weeks to improve the boys' speaking, reading and writing. But today, there'll be no pencils, paper or classroom.
For the friends that we love.
Fire, fire, fire down below. Detect your bucket of water, blazes fire down below.
Good, okay, so we've got the hang of that. And when we're sat down, go!
Don't.
It's a race! Brilliant. Carnage rules! Sensibly, boys! Careful!
At the edge of the school grounds is a wooded area that's ideal territory for the boys to explore. But usually, they aren't allowed to go in.
Yeah, let me go in first. You never know. There might be a giraffe, okay? Just saw a bird. Did you see that? So what's round there?
Yeah, there's a frog.
No, you're kidding. A frog? Callum?
Yeah? I'm trying to get through.
So respect the environment.
Can we bring some stuff?
Well, yeah, bring some stuff if you like.
Here's the dog you've been climbing.
Okay, everyone, back out, please. Can you go and sit by the board? Go on past. Nice socks. My favourite moment of the day is somebody just going, I found this conker. Brilliant, victorious, good man, look at all that. Who knows where that came from? Go on. Was that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, fun? Good. We will be climbing trees, don't worry. The spirit of boy has been released.
Some of the more prominent personalities in the group are already making their presence felt.
Callum, your challenge next time is to be the first, yes?
Yeah.
You've been last twice now.
Have I?
Yes.
To what?
When you were running, you were last.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be first next time, yes?
It depends where it is.
Okay.
Callum is an able boy at school, but reading and writing are not for him.
Mr. Malone ain't got a chance of making any boy like literacy, I don't think. Because it's just totally boring and it always will be. None of the boys will ever like it. I don't normally pay attention to the teachers when it comes to literacy because I'm just not good at it at all. Sometimes I just not actually doze off as such, but I just doze off into my own little world, and I just think of what's going to happen when I get home. I normally mess about in lessons because of just stuff I don't like, so I mess about because I'm bored.
Gareth's come up with an idea that could provide just the sense of adventure he's looking for. He wants the boys to create their own outdoor classroom within the school grounds.
Being in it, it's really liberating. And these boys are trapped in that classroom. It's so obvious standing here that this is where we need to be. We need to be outside doing boy-focused activities. And I've just got to get Chris's permission to transform this into a new kind of classroom.
But Gareth's outdoor plans will have to fit in with the head teacher's requirements. He's here to make a measurable difference to the boys' literacy. So she's carried out a test of the reading age of every boy Gareth is teaching. And now she wants to set him a target.
Hello.
Hi, it's D-Day.
It is. Have a seat. I shall come and sit over there.
Good.
Well, we did the reading tests at the beginning of this project.
Yeah.
We know what the picture is. You know, we know that there's a big gap in reading ages between the boys and the girls, particularly in Year 6. If we said that the majority of the boys increase their reading age by 6 months in the period that you're working with, so that is your target.
I'm happy to accept that, but do I have your agreement about the knife work, tree climbing, ropes, dangerous stuff?
I need to be convinced about the safety aspect of it.
The level of supervision and the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how's that going to raise their reading age?
This is phase 1.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, I think it's... My feeling about their reading age is that there's is that it's linked to their general lack of engagement. I think the two things are linked. I'll bring you your health and safety forms as soon as they are completed. Thanks, Chris.
OK, thanks.
Gareth has just 8 weeks to improve the boys' reading age by 6 months. To get the measure of the task ahead, Gareth's asked several boys to read with him.
Dad said, your stepmom is dead and they all lived happily ever after.
A mother says?
A mother said, I don't want my son in war.
Hello, Connor.
One is Connor, who is on target in maths, but has fallen over 2 years behind in reading.
The trouble with Miss Silver was that she gives all her love to Alfie and stalking him his
And
shell.
what?
Pardon?
And what?
And stalk...
No. S-T is what? Something his shell. What?
Stroking.
Yeah, exactly.
Connor is a bright boy. You know, he's not silly by any means, is he? He's quite clever.
No. Oh, he's very clever, to be honest with you. Compared to me when I was his age, I think he's doing well.
You know, I know that he's got the potential to do it, but unfortunately, he's still way under par. We don't think there's a problem. It's probably just laziness at the end of the day, but it's, as I say, just no interest whatsoever. Spelling, reading or writing.
I would really like to get better at literacy and stuff like that, because sometimes reading and writing makes me feel really upset and angry because I can't do it. It makes it really hard for me because I'm trying to do it, but I can't. And say if I've got a question, it makes me think, just give up. I don't really think the teachers don't really know that I care a lot about it. It's just because I wish I could just come up and say to them I really care about all of this, but in ways I can't.
If Gareth is to make a significant difference to the boys' literacy, he has to start not with reading or writing, but an even more fundamental building block.
Morning.
Speaking.
Another issue that I identified quite early on when I started was the issue of the children's speaking and listening, and again, particularly the boys. You know, when you speak to them, they find it difficult speaking in sentences. I think it's their verbal skills that hold them back.
Gareth decides to harness the boys' competitive instincts by setting up a speaking competition in front of the whole school. 2 weeks from today, they will go head-to-head in a formal school debate against their toughest opponents.
Hello, girls. Hello. Nice to see you. You're going to be having a competition debate. And it's going to be girls against boys. And what's really exciting is that we're going to be debating things that matter to you. You listen.
Today, to show the boys and girls how it's done, Gareth has invited in a secondary school debating team, packed with articulate teenagers.
This House believes students should be able to vote out their teachers. This means 3/4 of the class have the right to vote out a teacher, and that teacher will have a month to improve.
You lot are not responsible enough to decide your teacher's fate.
At the moment, we can vote out MPs, we can vote out the Prime Minister, and these are people that control us. Surely we should be able to vote out the people who control our children, and that is the teachers.
Thank you very much to all our speakers so far. I am very happy to say it is now time for points from the floor. Does anyone have a point to make?
When it's time for the Pear Tree Mead kids to pitch in, it's an early chance for boys and girls to show their mettle.
Yep, thanks.
I agree for 4 because they're saying like if we vote now, we will be prepared for later on in life.
I agree with 4 because we get 5 and 6 now, and we know when we need to play and when we need to concentrate and learn in the classroom.
Yes, Ross, yep.
I agree with against because I think the teachers might be just doing what Miss Ferger tells them to do, and inside they could be really mean.
Callum, would you stand up, please? In big voice.
I agree with them.
You agree with them? Why?
Because they're right.
Just go around in a circle and what you're doing
a debate can sound a bit dry. It can sound like politicians just droning on forever, but actually at this level it's really vital, and it's really about getting them speaking, and it's speaking animatedly, you know, full of passion and energy. It's really important that they understand the value of speaking.
I definitely think it's going to be a hard match. My money's on the girls though.
Gareth is already on the lookout for strong debaters to compete against the girls.
Last point there from Ross, over there.
I think French cheese, because French cheese ain't so cheesy, English cheese is a bit strong. In the classroom, we're not allowed to use our loud voice, but when we're like doing a debate, you get to. The point is that you're meant to use a loud voice, not a really low voice. So I'm actually really I really like it, and we all get to use our loud voice, but some people can't use their loud voice, but I definitely can. I know I can. Yeah.
Ross, despite his love for language, is another boy whom the school thinks could be doing much better.
Do you get easily distracted? Yeah, by other children?
I just sometimes get annoyed.
With yourself?
Yeah.
Because?
I get low marks.
Because you get low
marks. And I say, oh, I should have done better and all that.
And you want to do well. Why do you want to do well?
Because I want a good job when I'm older.
So where do you come in the class, Ross?
About 7th.
About 7th? I like it. You know exactly where you come in the class.
In maths, I'm 6th.
In maths, you're 6th.
In literacy, I'm about 8th.
So you're just below the top. And you'd like to be?
Top.
You'd like to be top. What would it be like if you were at the top, do you think?
Fancy.
Be fancy.
Gareth wants all 39 boys to be able to speak in front of an audience with confidence.
I'm quite prepared to do anything I can to get them talking, because they aren't talking, they aren't conversing, they aren't arguing, there are small utterances at the moment, and I think football's a really good way in for them because they are excited about it. Hand us up if you can have a guess at how you say it before we start. Yes?
Is it superlative?
Close, but no prize. Yes, Oliver?
Superlatives?
Almost.
Superlatives?
Not bad.
Superlatives?
No.
Superlatives? I know. Superlatives.
These are good guesses.
Similarities?
No. It's a fun suggestion. We stress the second syllable, so it's superlatives. Say it.
Superlatives.
Fantastic is a superlative. Brilliant is a superlative. Awesome is a superlative. Amazing is a superlative. Have you heard a player called Messi? Right. Okay, hands up for a couple of superlatives about Messi. Yes. World's best.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Sick.
Sick.
Superb. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Flabbergasting.
Flabbergasting. I love that one.
All the boys come up with exciting football vocabulary. Then, while most enjoy a kick around, each in turn tries their hand at commentating. For many of them, it's a tall order.
Harry's walking along with the ball. What he's doing now, he's running. It's going to be. It's being a good run.
He's shooting. They're racing down. Yeah, try. Go on, speak into it.
Jack Efrain has race. Running.
Okay, well done. Good. Good man. Just gave it a go. Well done. Okay. Keep your bibs off. Let's meet over here, please. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. I thought it was really fun. The problems with their speech are really quite profound. They couldn't argue with you. They don't have the confidence and they don't have the skill. And that takes a lot of sorting out. 5, 6...
During his first week at Pear Tree Mead, Gareth tries just about everything to engage the boys in school.
Put your hands round their necks, round their necks. Hands round their necks. Breathe in through your nose.
But he's got to prove that boisterous outdoor activities have got a real connection with literacy.
Good.
So today's lesson will be to start work on their new outdoor classroom.
There's a strange echo this morning. OK, so, would you like to know what we're doing today? Right, OK, you're going to learn to use tools, some of which will be you're going to have to be very sensible because some of them will be quite sharp.
Are we going to be taking risks?
We will be taking risks. It's going to be a risky day.
What tools will we be using?
Well, you'll find out this afternoon. You can just imagine for now. I don't think it's going to be chainsaws, I'm afraid. No. I know, a massive disappointment.
A team from Essex Council has stepped in to provide the help and supervision the head teacher requires.
Nice and gentle, moving forward the whole time. Is everybody going to shout timber?
Yeah.
In a minute, not quite yet. Are you ready to move backward?
The point of all this is that if school feels like a place where boys can take risks and can push themselves and really challenge themselves, then they'll be more engaged, because that's the problem at the moment for a lot of these boys. They're just switching off. They're not interested, they don't care, it doesn't seem real, it's not challenging. And the theory is if we get them out here doing all this stuff, it'll improve their general focus. That's the theory.
Gareth's theory does at least go down well with the boys.
It's fun because you're chopping things and there's no writing, so it's fun.
It's better than lessons.
Much better.
And we're getting exercise, we're learning how to cut and garden.
Why you just concentrate here? Because it's kind of like you've got a lot more space to look around and all that. Because in the classroom it's just like you're all crowded in, but here, look, I could stand over there and I'd be in millions of space.
Stick that in at the front and say boys only.
Exactly.
The head teacher comes down to see for herself.
And I made a whole path over to the field.
Very rare.
All by myself.
Did you?
Come on,
Is that where you found the
Miss,
bun?
guess what I found? I found a bird's nest with blue eggs in it.
Where?
All the way over there.
Did you just...
You know, they're discussing what needs to be done. They're getting an enormous amount of talk from this situation, and it's something that you could not replicate in the classroom. There hasn't been a single lost finger yet.
Almost lost mine.
Fortunately, you didn't.
I put my foot down it.
The boys may be happy, but there are rumbles from the staff room.
I think the novelty will soon wear off. I've Gav's come in and teach them. It's really nice for them for a couple of days, but I think then it'd be old news. I think they'll probably play him up and give him a bit for his money.
They try, don't they? I think they certainly have started to think, what can we get away with?
If the boys are going to stand a chance of winning the debate, Gareth needs 100% focus in lessons.
Can I have everybody listening? Can I? Thank you.
And, just as their teachers predicted, it's a tough job.
OK, so you need to be able to speak. Hands up, please. Stop shouting out, please, Ross. OK, hands down. I'm speaking. So Oliver's speaking. Can we stop shouting out? Can we stop shouting out? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. OK. Harry. Everyone else is quiet. Thank you. So hands up if you've got an idea.
Harry is one of the more easily distracted boys.
I love to hit things. If I didn't try 100% in boxing, then I'd probably be letting myself down.
Anything that holds his interest, he's very good at. He's good at anything.
If he doesn't like something, that's it.
It's the end of the world, he's not interested, it's rubbish.
It would be his reading and writing. I'd like him to improve a bit more in. But then again, that's boring.
I'm 6th and Dad is 10th.
There is no competition really between a PlayStation 3 and a boring old book these days to the kids, is there?
Well, in school, I probably try my hardest, like on the fun subjects that I like, but with like the really boring ones, I would try hard, but not my absolute hardest. When I'm in boring lessons, like everyone's talking and then everyone like gets told off, and most of the time it's me.
Harry, 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 not poking anyone. Harry, on your mark, set, go.
Gareth knows his success depends on getting boys like Harry to focus. So he offers an incentive to Harry and 2 other boys, Callum and Jack. He'll give them a say in planning activities, in return for full attention in class.
So what we can do is you can decide on the games we play, you can decide how long we're going to do it for.
We could put like a mixture of games, like lots of games, like we could maybe we could play Bulldog. Bulldog.
4 Bulldog. Okay, fine.
Mrs. Thurgood banned the game of Bulldog after a spate of injuries. But Gareth believes boys will actually benefit from some physical risk, so long as he handles it right.
We have a couple of suggestions for games, one of which, wait for it, is Bulldog.
Wow.
Yes, big surprise. So my suggestion is that I think I need to have really strict rules on it.
This isn't going to be at break time.
This is not a break time game. This is supervised by 3 teachers. Why don't we say this is a one-off? We're going to do it as an experiment. The second it goes out of control, and if I have to blow the whistle once, we're not going to do it again. And see if we can trust it.
But make that very clear.
Not playground.
Not on the playground.
Couple of letters. Is that all right?
Yes.
Yeah?
And if they start playing it on the playground, I'm sacking you.
Sack me. Well, I'll tell them that. Yeah, I'll tell them that.
Yes.
So I'm looking this morning, I'm wanting to see A1 engagement. I want eyes on. I don't want any drifting away into outer space. I've spoken to Mrs. Thurgood, and she said it's okay within the lesson to have a very ordered but fun game of Bulldog. Okay? Don't tell the other boys yet, because I'm going to announce it later. Let's hope this works. Go!
In Bulldog, the idea is that one boy starts in the middle and catches other boys as they run past.
Some boys aren't stopping when they're touched, and it's about them learning the rules of sports. You know, that you have to play by the rules.
Harry is caught at least 5 times, but refuses to stop.
Harry, in the middle. Harry, you're going to sit out this round, because if I spot you getting caught and then running on, then you sit the next one out, okay? Okay, go!
Come on!
Harry, you break the rules.
I know, but you should...
Well, look, you've got to learn. You can't break the rules. Reese and Tommy, apparently you got caught. And go! Calm down.
You're 13.
Okay, go!
I'm being who?
Gareth's other 2 lesson planners fare no better.
Oh, we got an injury. Ooh.
Jack ends up with a bump on the head. And Callum's not happy either.
It's just a game, yeah?
I'm just trying to be a good friend, and all
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Calm. Let's forget about it. It's just a game. Come on. The idea with those 3 boys is to get them a bit more engaged by giving them a stake in the lesson. And one of them ended up crying because he fell over. Another one cheated outrageously. And the third one started having a huge fight with his best friend. So not an outstanding success, if I'm honest.
For every 2 whites, there then appears what? For every 2 white squares...
For 2 days a week, when Gareth's not at the school, his 39 boys rejoin girls in their normal classes. So their teachers are in a good position to mark how their behaviour is changing.
Let's talk about discipline.
I think the behaviour has changed a great deal since you've been teaching the boys.
Brilliant.
Not for the better. No. Cocky behaviour. Sort of think that it's okay to be able to talk or fiddle when I'm talking.
You get your characters who everyone knows what they're like, and they are just kind of, they need to be kept.
Absolutely.
They need structure. And for them, it's like wayward, and they go wayward because it's not structured, and they struggle with that.
I think, it has changed them, and particularly sort of with Harry, who I have been working on since September to get him to where he is, and then to see him go backwards, it's quite sort of
That must be very
irritating in a
irritating
way.
and disappointing.
And it's almost like they have too much fun. They can't handle having too much fun, isn't it? It's sad to say that, but because it's just.
They need to make it more boring.
They've got to learn that you're in charge as well, and what you say goes, and that
We're not
you will
consistent
follow
either.
through.
Okay.
It is sort of you.
Fine. So this.
Right.
Put your foot down.
Right, I'm going to take your foot. Can you... Okay, what's happening?
They've got years now of experience of being in a class and getting the rhythm right and knowing what the right thing to say is. And it's very hard to just sort of absorb all those lessons really quickly. I mean, I think it feels like my first appraisal. You know, I think I've just failed. Nice day. Yeah, beautiful.
But rather than back down, Gareth raises the stakes. His next debating lesson will be the most energetic yet. It will be based on a poem from the national curriculum, The Highwayman.
The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor. And the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. The highwayman is actually loose today in Harlow. So we're going to be going into the woods because he's apparently escaped onto the common. So you're going to have to go and have a look for him and find him. And, gentlemen, you're going to put him on. Not only are you going to put him on trial, but if you can win the debate, you may have to punish him. You cad, you bound us, sir.
Today's lesson will take place at the local common, which, though only minutes from the school, the boys have seldom ever visited.
Leaving a trail so that the boys can find their way up to the woods, and then they're going to have to chase me through the woods and ultimately pelt me with fruit. But before they do that, they have to argue and debate as to whether I should be punished or not. So there is an ulterior motive. They're coming! You caught me.
Mr. Malone. Mr. Malone?
I'm not Mr. Malone, I'm the highwayman. Hello boys, come and sit down here. What we're going to do now is, here in the woods, you're going to put me on trial. We're going to have a for-team and against team.
Hello, my name is Liam Neat, and as you know, me and my team will be debating about if the highwayman should be punished or not.
Don't have any evidence that he did murder anybody or rob anybody.
But if you had something that you could never buy ever, yeah, and someone nicked it, what would you feel like?
He can't be that bad because he's got a true love. Point of information.
Hi, my name's Ryan Huff, and I think the highwayman should be tortured and punished because he did strip people and send them back to their village.
I think that you should show mercy upon a poor Christian soul.
We find the highwayman guilty!
As a payoff for the boys, Gareth submits to a ritual humiliation inflicted on many a teacher at many a school fete.
Teachers enjoyed that a little bit too much. I'll get them for this. I know how it looks. It looks ridiculous, but actually it gave them a real reason to debate. They were really involved with it, and it's the afternoon, you know, it's 2:30 and they're still involved in a debate. They're talking, they're thinking about their skills, they're also thinking about the poem. We're outside of school, it feels like a massive adventure. It's another thing that they'll remember.
There's now less than a week to go until Pear Tree Mead's first Boys v Girls school debate. And the girls are taking it very seriously.
Hello, girls, what are you doing? Nothing. None of my business?
Yeah.
Oh, the cheek! I've never known such cheek. Are you practicing debating?
No.
Show me this card. Show, come on, cheek, and let me see your card. Let me see. Come on, let me see one of the cards. What is this pink card about?
We're pretending. We're making up a game.
Okay. All right. I can see what you're doing. I know. I've got my eye on you. Just you watch out. Right. Okay, boys. I've been to see the girls. Listen up. Shh, 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 shh. Boys, listen. When I went into the girls... Are you listening? When I went into the girls' class, they have got little cards with all their arguments written on. The whole thing is highly, highly organised over there. So we have really got to make this good.
Over the next 3 days, Gareth decides it's now or never. There's nothing for it but intensive preparation.
Are we good enough to beat the girls at the minute?
Yes.
I'm telling you, you're not. This house believes that computer games should be banned. I just write addiction. And we know what that means, yes?
Footballers, they get twice as much money in one game than your mum does in a year.
We can play a game right now, but you've got to convince me of why it's important. Yeah, Matt?
Because I'm bored.
Because you're bored. It's not really... Well, actually, that is quite a good reason. When you're talking, you pick up a card and you go, cats are more cute and fluffy. Think about this. If you don't use your noddle, you will lose.
We'll be running, we'll be dodging, we'll have to be sprinting.
Come on, boys. Stand up, get them on the floor. Connor, what does an engaging speaker need to have?
Confidence.
Hi, I'm Ross Jakers and I'm going to explain why grass is dangerous for you. Reason 1, you should not eat grass because it can poison you.
Reason 1, boys need to be fit and healthy. Reason 2, boys need to be fun and sporty.
Number 3, you should never eat grass because it's just for cows.
With rough and tumble, like, boys need a bit of rough, like, so they're like not weak.
Yes! Round of applause! Ross, you've mastered debating. Harry, that was the most coherent, understandable, logical, well-ordered argument you just made. That would beat the girls, hands down. That's the first time I've managed to find something really positive to say to Harry. It's really good. He did really well there. He got a coherent argument. He listened to the task. He got the idea. So it's coming.
With 2 days to go, it's time to choose the debating team to go head-to-head against the girls. Gareth includes both some of his strongest and some of his less confident speakers.
OK, I'm going to choose the team. I'm going to announce it now. Number 1, Ross.
Yay!
Lewis.
Well done, Lewis.
Ryan. Well done. Harry.
Yay!
Well done, Harry. Connor.
Connor.
Connor. Is there another? Yeah? Well done, Connor. Raheem. Really well done, Raheem. Well done. The next person, the next 2 people are actually not here today. That's Callum and Cameron. You guys are my crack debating team. It's not about Anna, it's not about shouting. So listen, boys, with your parents, with your friends, I want you to debate anything. Practice talking, practice getting loud, practice getting passionate, practice making sense. Well done, boys, really good.
I think we've actually got a pretty strong debating team and I think we're going to actually beat the girls. Big time. For once.
like the girls beat us in literacy. Now I'm going to improve even more on it, and I think I'll hopefully be better.
The day before the debate, Callum has a crisis of confidence.
I just always thought I'm never going to do good in this, I'm never going to do good because I never have done good in things. I don't actually want to do debating.
You don't want to do the debate?
No.
Why not?
I'm not really that good.
But you don't think you're good? Why did I pick you? Because I think you're good.
I don't.
Well, I think you are good, and I think it's going to be really good. I think you should go for it. I really do. I think you'll be brilliant at it. I'd be really disappointed if you gave up on yourself. Think of 3 good reasons why you shouldn't do it.
Because I'm not good at speaking up, I won't be able to think of good things, and I just don't want to do it.
You've just basically just done it. You've just argued with me. Can we talk about this later?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not accepting no at the moment. You haven't convinced me that you shouldn't do it.
Meanwhile, Connor has been putting in extra homework.
I was thinking about a debate a lot of times yesterday, trying to get it right and perfect it, practicing with my mum, and what we're doing, we're having miniature debates, and my brother was the chairman. Sometimes I just get freezed up and I don't know what to do next, and I kind of struggle with it. I feel really nervous, but I feel like I probably could do it.
At the end of the day, Gareth has arranged for the whole team to stay on after school, so they have one last chance to practice together. Callum has had the day to think about whether he wants to be part of the team.
Callum has suddenly decided that he doesn't want to do it, and I'm.
That's all right.
And now you don't. Is this a sort of last minute fear moment?
He doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to stay here till 5 o'clock.
Is it that?
Stay till 5
Is it
o'clock.
about staying, or is it about worrying about being beaten by the girls?
No,
Listen, boys, I think this is a crisis.
I just don't want to do it.
I think this is a Sorry, we can thrash them.
Yeah.
Listen, this is about being a part of a team.
I don't want to do it.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't want to do it, but you're on the team. You've been chosen, you're doing it, you're committed to it, yeah? So I'm afraid in this instance, I'm going to insist that you do it.
I'm not doing it.
Well, we're going to...
I didn't even... I didn't even
Well,
know.
well then we need to call your mum. So, because she said you can stay behind. So I can't let you go, because she said that you can stay behind. We are here for the next hour or so. Why don't we go, give it a go? You might actually find, once you get in there with the boys and you start, it might not be as bad as you think. Why don't we just kind of put this discussion on hold, come back and have another chat after an hour of giving it a go with the others. Is that good?
Good. I don't want you to go there thinking, oh, I've got to do it. No. I think it would be really good for you to start thinking, actually, I know what they mean. Okay.
Yeah? Good man. Right, come on, let's go and give it a go.
Good.
Thank you, Mrs. Thurgood. Right, where's my crack debating team gone? Here's Connor for opening speaker. Go.
Hello, I'm Connor Brown, and I'm here to discuss with you today why we should ban computer games. Reason 1, they could contain violence. Reason number 2, they can contain flashing images and swear words, and it can lead to violence.
Can lead to what?
It can lead. It could lead to people doing the same thing when they are older.
So we're just going to have let's have a quick go at this. Where's the rest of your notes? Your old notes? Why did you scrunch it up? Why did you scrunch it up?
I thought it was wrong.
You thought it was wrong? What was wrong with it? It's not wrong at all. These are really good ideas. Yeah? With Connor, it's all about nerves. He just freezes and gets very, very tense and then can't speak. I just want him to be able to get through his argument nice and clearly, with everybody listening, with a nice big voice.
With Callum, I think he's actually really frightened of this. In summary?
My summary is that that we should be in different classes because we're always still going to have the same relationship with girls as we would when we're mixed.
Right. I've only got one thing to say to you. Right. And you told me earlier that you're no good at debating. Rubbish. You're really good at it. Absolutely nonsense. You're really, really good. Tomorrow I just want them to feel like they've done themselves proud, that they did a decent job. They're not going to be the best debaters in the country, but they could at least put together an argument and deliver it to an audience. That's all I want, really. How do you give a boy inner confidence? It's a mystery.
It's the day of the first ever Pear Tree Mead school debate. Callum has finally had a change of heart.
I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. Reckon that we might have a chance of beating the girls, hopefully. If I do win with that, it'll actually be quite satisfying because I've never really been a winner in my life, and so doing that and beating the girls will actually make me proud of like myself and everyone else.
Boys are going to win, of course, because the boys are like built for arguing.
If you get nervous, then that means you're not going to do well. Just like believe in yourself.
Yeah, I am really nervous. I just want to do as much as I can to help out the team, and then they could do their bits.
We're in this together. This is a team effort. Everyone's backing it. Listen, everyone's backing you. Be slow. Be calm. And you will win the debate. Your hands in. Ready? There we go. 1, 2, Lewis, 3. Boys! Let's go in.
The boys want simply to win. The test for Gareth is whether, after precious weeks invested in boosting their speaking skills, they have learned to express themselves with confidence.
Hello, my name is Lucy and I'm going to tell you why bulldogs should be banned. First of all, it's dangerous because there could be injuries such as bruises, cuts, or if there's two people running close together, they might smack heads.
Hi, I'm Ross, and my team think we should not ban bulldog. It can make us faster, like in future for cross country, and when we're older, we could be the fastest in the world because we will improve our speed and stamina.
My name is Harry Adcock, and this house believe that we should have single-sex classes. Reason 1. I think boys and girls should be separated because, wouldn't all you boys out there rather work with a boy than work with a girl?
Yeah. My first point is you need a good, healthy gender balance in the classroom because if not, it leads to children will become too competitive. It is boring with just the same gender in the classroom. And if it was mixed classes, you would have many more different ideas to discuss.
So I say that boys and girls should be separated in classes so we don't have any more problems.
Hello, my name's Connor Brown. I'm here today to tell all of you, that we should be banning the computer games. My reasons are violence, effects on children, and swear words. Let me say a little bit more information about. Thank you. A little more information about violence. Copying could give you injuries or even worse, killing people. Children could get square eyes or they could need contacts, glasses or even worse, being blind. Number 3, swear words. Copying could give you a bad reputation. Number 4, sum up. I'm Connor Brown, and I think that we should ban computer games because of violence, effects on children and sweet dreams.
When the votes are all counted, it's down to Gareth to announce the winner.
And as much as it pains me to say it, that goes to the girls. So well done. Sorry, boys. Shall we go? Yeah. So, who's going to accept it? Come on.
I'd like to thank all my team for taking part in this event, and all the girls, and the girls done very good.
You too.
Well done, boys. Well done. You were not rubbish. You did not do rubbish at all. Listen, boys, gather round. I want you to listen to me. Listen, you did really well. There will be lots of times in your life where you lose. And it's all right. Doesn't matter. Think how much you've learned. A week or so ago, I don't think you could have done that. I don't think you could have stood up there and got through that speech. We've all learned something really valuable. In the end, it doesn't really matter who won. The important thing is that we've learned a skill.
And we took part.
And we took part. Connor, you didn't let anyone down. You did a really good job. The whole team lost. That's just the way it goes sometimes. You know, that happens. Who's your favourite football team?
Spurs.
Right, so Spurs. They don't win every match, do they? Look at me. You did a brilliant job. You did a really good job. I'm really proud of what you've done. Yeah? I really am. I really mean that. I'm really proud of you.
I was really disappointed. It's not different from life in general, because I'm normally losing at things anyway.
We didn't exactly impress everyone, but we did try our hardest.
Most people expect to win everything, but it's not just about winning, it's about taking part.
Everyone on the team done very well. I'm sure they all tried their hardest. I definitely did. I tried my hardest with the debate, and I have faith in myself. And I just believed in myself. I was confident.
It's something to be proud of, haven't you? Yeah. Because you've done really well. Mr. Malone's not upset. He's proud of you. That's a good achievement, isn't it? Yeah.
For Gareth, today marks a first test of whether his approach can really make a difference.
I don't feel like compromising on what I set out to do, because I think it's right, and I think that there are boys who are really benefiting from it. It's a long process, but competition really galvanises people. Boys really, really get carried away with it. But the downside of that is that if they lose, they get very, very upset, and then they don't know how to deal with it. But you've got to face it. It's part of life. Wish we had one. Damn these girls. Being so good.
Next time, Gareth has to get the boys reading.
He's slipping through the net, and time's running out.
But some boys just don't want to know.
This story spun out slowly and you've got all that detail.
I prefer movies.
The pressure is mounting.
These children have got to make progress. They have to make progress.
Two girls.
Blimey, he's reading a book.
It's a miracle.
Gareth and tonight's teachers have written a special blog. Just go online to read and respond if you like at bbc.co.uk/school season. And the season continues tomorrow with the award-winning History Boys at 10 to midnight here on BBC Two. But up next tonight, it's the new series of Mock the Week.